Hi, this is Steve Wiedemann of localsplash.com. Today I'm going to be talking about our SEO content writing guide and how to write content that ranks well in the search engines. First of all, you want to make sure that your content isn't random. First and foremost, you really got to make sure that you're targeting keywords that drive traffic to your website. Otherwise, you just might not get found at all. And there are estimated search volumes for keywords that you could be getting traffic from. Here's a link below that you can use to try to get an estimate of which keywords are going to drive the most amount of targeted traffic for you. And by the way, if you're using this tool, try to think as specific as you can in terms of keywords. As an SEO person, people often ask me, how come I don't optimize for the search term SEO? It's generic and has nothing to do with what I sell and what I do. It's local SEO services or SEO expert. Those are terms that drive targeted traffic, not just SEO or people looking to learn SEO or other marketers looking to get SEO software and so forth. Try to be as targeted as you can when you're doing your search queries. Next, organize your keywords. I like to use Google Docs to do this. You create a column in Google Docs or Excel, whatever tool is easier for you. Use your Google estimates, get your keyword, and try to understand as much as you possibly can in terms of making your content as English and intuitive as possible. You can go through this video and pause here to get an example of how I would use Google Docs to manage my content as I'm going through page by page targeting specific keywords. Make sure you write for the user, not for Google. Maybe 6 years ago we could write a page that wasn't at all useful to the user and still get high ranking. The problem is if you do that now, you're not going to sustain that ranking because people eventually are going to bounce off your website quickly and you're going to lose ranking. So try to make your content stand out. Focus on giving attention rather than getting it. And remember, the customer is king. Write for them. Don't just say we do, we do, we do. Say you can get this. This can benefit you because. Write interesting and unique and well-written content. Try to link to other parts of the website when possible. This also helps SEO. If you're linking outside of the website, you're basically giving away that vote to another website. Whereas if there is a good reference point, maybe talking about that reference point on another page of the site would be more beneficial to you. Use evergreen and updated content. Evergreen meaning that content will stay the same forever, style versus fashion, whereas updated content is content that could change periodically. Scannable text is vital. As you're reading through your page, make sure that you could scan it without having to read to pick up what the key focal points are. Here's some SEO best practices. Focus on emphasizing your keyword once or twice, but don't stuff keywords. Maybe in the first paragraph and last paragraph, and possibly some semantic variation somewhere in between. Use clear titles and avoid slang that can be not recognized as well in Google than the keyword that you're focusing on. Be painfully clear about what you're talking about. Don't beat around the bush and make that content as confusing as some of the content that you see on the web these days. Be very clear about what your topic is. Try to keep your content short and sweet. Think high school English, and focus on one idea per paragraph without rambling. Sales language is awful. Readers, users hate to see sales content. Try to think in terms of being down to earth and writing content that is useful and people would want to read, not just try our product now, over and over and over again. In terms of quantity, try to get 450 words into each page. It's not an exact science. If you have 300 words of content, but you also have some good video and imagery and bullet lists, those can be beneficial as well. But in terms of contextual content, try to focus around 450 words, especially if you don't have any other content. Quality. Never copy from another website. Get ideas from other websites and Wikipedia and so forth, but if your customer or the person who's actually doing the validation decides to check copyscape.com to see if that content is unique, that content could get kicked back to the writer. So if you're writing content for someone else, remember that person may be checking Copyscape. If someone else is writing content for you, make sure you check Copyscape, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Think MLA, the Modern Language Association in high school and college, is a guide to writing content that is structured. Google loves structured content. So try to focus on having some page structure as you're writing each page of content. Think about the title, which is the HTML title in most cases. Think about the main topic, which in the HTML world is an H1 or a heading tag, right? Try to organize your content into topics and subtopics and summarize your content in the last paragraph. Here's an example of how you can verify unique content. So if you're writing content for somebody, keep in mind that they could have this page bookmarked and could be taking your submitted page to this site to verify that it's not duplicate. You can also go to Google. As I mentioned earlier, you can actually go and take a phrase from any website and paste it in quotes into Google to see how that content's being used on multiple websites. Here's a snippet from my top 10 SEOtips.com site where you can see multiple websites, 9 here, are using the same phrase over and over and over again. And I know it's my content because I see my name showing up here. HTML titles. Keep your titles short. Less than 66 characters. Anything over that will get truncated in the search results. Include a call to action such as buy, order, see, learn, etc. And include a value proposition such as best shipping or why they should choose you as opposed to somebody else. You see a screenshot here that actually shows you what we used in this particular page. Learn, right, is a call to action. The keyword is title tag principles. And the value proposition is it improves SEO ranking. Meta description. Try to keep the meta description under 160 characters or it will get truncated from the search results. Again, include a call to action and a value proposition. But here you have 160 characters to work with. So try to make this as unique as possible. If you repeat content from the actual body of the page, some of that phrase could get picked up as a keyword focal point and it'll deviate from your goal of optimizing around a specific keyword. So make this unique. You can get more tips on content writing, local search engine optimization, and local search engine marketing at localsplash.com. Again, this is Steve Wiedemann from Local Splash. Thanks for watching.